All right, well, welcome to episode 9 of Bandwagon. I'm your host, Eric Nelson. I want to thank Mark Patrick Weber for coming in on the last episode and sharing his songs Burden of the AM with us. And if you haven't checked that out, I encourage you to do so. And also, the album is called Burdens of the AM. I actually encourage you to check the whole album out. It's great. And of course, we talked about his company, Tea Gravy. So go on and check that out. He can hook you up real nice on there. He has some really clever and really fun shirts on there. So check that out as well. And of course, I need to thank our producers, Owen Justice and Lizzie Roberts, and our executive producer, Skinny Webb, for making each and every episode look and sound great. So with that out of the way, I am going to introduce our guest here. His name is Taylor Perdue.
Hello.
And I've known him for several years now. And I last saw you play this past summer, but our first music encounter was actually in a high school classroom. Do you remember that? When I brought my acoustic guitar? Do you remember that?
Vaguely. Yeah, now that you say that.
Yeah, I was substitute teaching in Red Oak, and I brought in an acoustic guitar, and you were in the class, and you ended up playing. So
I probably knew basic chords at that point, I'd be guessing.
Yeah. I don't remember what song or anything, but yeah, and somebody was like, "You should have Taylor play." I was like, "Well, sure, of course."
Why not?
So yeah.
I cannot believe you remember that. Were you saving that question? Because I'm like shocked right now.
Yeah, I was kind of. Well,
holy smokes, I love that.
Yeah, I didn't really. I don't want to reveal everything.
I get it.
So
I get it.
So yeah, so wow. When did you graduate?
2009.
2009. Okay, I couldn't remember the time frame here. So so have you been writing a lot of songs since then?
Yeah, I've got plenty of songs. It's really a matter of like what part of my life I'm going through, and you know, it really has a big influence on what sound comes out.
Yeah, of course.
You know, yeah. Everybody goes through different phases of their lives, and you know. Yeah, that's where the music comes from.
That's where the good stuff comes
That's right. That's exactly right.
Well, that's the stuff that's real and people relate to.
Absolutely.
They pick up that genuine article to it. So yeah, I think if you don't have anything going in your life and then you don't have anything to talk about, and then you don't have a song.
No songs.
No
songs.
So how many songs do you say you have in your arsenal, just off the top of your head?
Finished?
Yeah, finished. We'll go with finished.
I've probably written, I'd say around anywhere between like 35 and 40.
Oh, wow.
But I would say
that's a good body of work.
Finished 12 to 14 at most.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good.
An album worth.
I was going to say, so is that something you're planning on in the work sometime, or going in and doing some recording, or like maybe doing a single, maybe not a whole album, but
I would love to record. You know, I've never been through from start to finish like an entire album process or like recording process from start to finish, and that can take months. I mean, years. You know, it really depends.
Right now.
Yeah, yeah. So I think it's a matter of knowing the right people who are in that industry and surrounding yourselves with the people who know what they're doing.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
but you gotta trust them.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, trust that what they're saying. You can be like, hey, I'm gonna take your word for it. And,
So no, I would love to do that.
Yeah, cool.
Sometime, yeah.
Well, when you do it sometime, we'll get you back on here, and we'll talk about some of those new songs you recorded.
I love it, man.
So cool. Well, we won't get ahead of ourselves though yet. So what would you say how would you describe your sound? What do you think of when you describe your sound?
Very like country rock driven.
Okay.
I say country first because country was definitely my first love.
Yeah.
You know?
Growing up?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. My mother was the country portion of my love for that. And then my father came and he just threw a whole bunch of like Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, Poison, you know?
Yeah.
And then somehow, like sometime along the way, music is ever evolving.
Yeah.
And I was introduced to Eric Church, 2011, 2012, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And I just love his southern country rock. And
that's good stuff.
Yeah, I love to be able to bang my head, but I'm all about words and lyric and meaning behind a song. And I can't just listen to a song just to bob my head.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I have to love the lyric.
You gotta buy in.
It has to mean something to me. I have to buy into it.
Yeah.
You know, I'd say the songs that I've written, they have meaning to it. Again, I mean, the past experiences and life.
Cool.
You know?
Cool. Yeah. So, where can people get out and see you now? I mean, go watch a show or something.
Primarily, so I get
You're in
asked.
Des Moines now, right?
Yeah. I'm actually in Boone.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
I'm gonna be going to a wedding there this weekend.
North of. Are you really?
Yeah.
I would say primarily I just play at like weddings.
Yeah, cool.
Like smaller private venues, things of that nature. Typically, people are just asking me, and I make myself available. Similar to this,
Yeah, cool.
I was
Very cool.
grateful for you to ask me on the show, and I took the first opportunity. Like, yes, I'm there.
Oh, hey, man, I'm proud to have you on here. I really am.
Thank you.
And like I said, I've known you, and I know your family and stuff. So I mean, it just makes good sense.
I love it.
So you're gonna have to come crash a wedding for the time being if you want to see Taylor. So, was there anything else you want to touch on, or anything musically, or anything? It doesn't have to be musically either. I mean, if you want to talk about, like I said, family, anything you want. Otherwise, we can do a song together.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Nothing comes to mind.
All right.
Really,
Well, cool.
you know.
All right. Well, let's play a song. What song are we gonna play?
We're gonna do "Drag It Out."
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I wrote this back in, I believe it was 2017. It was the inspiration came from, I had a good buddy. He was going through a hard time at that point in his life, and this song came.
Well, it's very, very catchy.
Thank you.
And I really like it. And I'm sure this will be one that's on the upcoming album.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, cool. All right, well, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Appreciate it.
I ain't saying it's right, and what I say tonight ain't gonna change what happened in the past. I'm too good for you, you're too good for me. We both knew it wasn't gonna last. Your friends say what they want, might take me drinking to try to drown the memory of you. It's a little too late, don't you think, now to say I'm sorry? Oh, honey, I love you. We're hungover from all this mess and the stress that we caused. And girl, what for? When all we had to do was leave, pack our things, and slam the door. If you want, we can end this now. Or just drag it out. Your parents can't stand me, I can't blame them. Now the rolling shoulder goes both ways. I was tired of the fighting all through the night, and always trying to find what to say. You say I drank too much, stay out too late. Well, honey, you're the one with the problem. You quit having fun, stop coming out with me, and I'm done trying to stop it. We're hungover from all this mess and the stress that we caused. And girl, what for? When all we had to do was leave, pack our things, and slam the door. If you want, we can end this now. Just drag it out. We're hungover from all this mess and the stress that we caused. And girl, what for? When all we had to do was leave, pack our things, and slam the door. We're hungover from all this mess and the stress that we caused. And girl, what for? When all we had to do was leave, pack our things, slam the door. If you want, we can end this now. Girl, you want, we can end this now. Or just drag it out.